So the other day, I was just mindlessly scrolling through reels and I stumbled across this concept called the last meeting theory. At first, I thought it was just another one of those internet theories that sounds incredibly deep for about 30 seconds. But then I actually started thinking about it, and honestly, I couldn't stop because the idea is painfully simple. The theory basically says that for almost every person you have ever met, there is a moment when you see them for the absolute last time. And the strange part, you almost never know when it's happening. There's no notification, no warning, no dramatic goodbye. You don't suddenly hear some music in the background telling you, pay attention, this is the last time you are going to see this person. You just live that moment and move on. And sometimes, years later, you look back and realize that was it. That was the last time. Think about someone from your school. Maybe there was a person you used to sit with every single day. You knew their jokes. You knew what they were going to say before they said it. You knew their favorite subject, their favorite teacher, the person they had a crush on. You probably saw them more often than you saw some members of your own family. And then school ended. Maybe you said, we will definitely stay in touch, and you probably meant it. For a while, you did. Then life happened. College, jobs, different cities, new friends, new relationships, new responsibilities. And somewhere along the way, you stopped talking. But here's the interesting question. When was the last time you actually saw that person? Can you remember it? Maybe you can, but chances are you didn't know it was the last time when it happened. Maybe you were standing outside your school. Maybe you were having a cup of tea. Maybe you were laughing about something completely stupid. Maybe you simply said, okay, I will see you tomorrow. And there was no tomorrow. Not with that person at least. And this doesn't just happen with old friends. Think about college roommates, the people you used to see every morning. You would wake up, complain about classes, eat together, argue over stupid things, stay up late talking about absolutely nothing, and then one day your course ends. You pack your bags, you take one last look at that room, you say goodbye, and you leave. But you don't think this is the last time I will ever stand in this room with these people. You just think I will come back sometime. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. And sometimes, without even realizing it, a chapter of your life has already ended. And here's where I think this theory gets even more interesting. Because sometimes the person you stop seeing is not just a friend. Sometimes it's someone you loved. Think about someone you once had feeling for. Maybe you were in a relationship. Maybe you were deeply in love. Maybe you genuinely believed that person would remain a part of your life, and there may have been a completely ordinary day when you saw them for the last time. Maybe you went out for coffee. Maybe you went for a walk. Maybe you hugged them before leaving. Maybe you laughed about something stupid. Maybe you said, I will see you tomorrow. And at that moment, you still believed there would be a tomorrow. You didn't know that somewhere between that ordinary day and the future you had imagined, everything was going to change. And that's what makes some relationship so strange. Sometimes the relationship doesn't end on the day you last saw the person. The last meeting happened first. The ending comes later. You just don't recognize the last meeting when you are living it. I think the reason we don't notice these moments is actually quite interesting. Our brains are obsessed with continuity. We assume tomorrow will look more or less like today. If you have been meeting someone every day for 2 years, your brain doesn't suddenly consider the possibility that today might be the final day. You don't think this is meeting number 486 and there may never be a meeting number 487. You just think we are hanging out. That's it. Because where you are inside a routine, you can't see the ending of the routine. You only see it afterwards. And that's probably why nostalgia feels so strange. Because nostalgia isn't really about missing the past. Sometimes it's about realizing that you didn't know you were living something for the last time. You didn't know that ordinary Tuesday was going to become a memory. You didn't know that random conversation would become something you would replay in your head years later. You didn't know that the person sitting next to you would eventually become someone you had to search for on social media just to see what they are doing. And I think movies have actually taught us something slightly wrong about endings. In movies, endings are obvious. People know they are saying goodbye. Someone is leaving for another country. Someone is getting on a train. Someone is standing at an airport. They hug, they cry, they say something profound, and then they walk away. We get closer. We get the final scene. We get the music. But real life doesn't work like that. Real life doesn't usually give you a final scene. Most endings are incredibly boring. Someone changes jobs, someone moves to another city, someone gets married, someone gets busy, someone stops replying, someone forgets to call. You have an argument. You think we will talk later, and then later becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes a year, and suddenly you have not spoken in 3 years. These There was not a goodbye. There was just less and less of each other. And that's how most relationships actually disappear. Not with a door slamming, but with a door slowly becoming harder and harder open. And sometimes this happens in love too. Sometimes the last time you see someone you love is not the day you break up. Is It is weeks before that you are still together. You are still making plans. You are still talking about the future. You still believe there's a future. Maybe you are sitting across from them at dinner. Maybe you are walking beside them. Maybe they are holding your hand. And you have absolutely no idea that this ordinary moment is going to become one of the last memories you have of the two of you. That's the strange thing about ending. They don't always begin when we notice them. Sometimes life has already started changing the story while we are still reading the old chat. Once you start thinking about the last meeting theory, it changes the way you look at ordinary moments. Imagine you are sitting with your best friend. You are both laughing about something stupid. Normally, you might be checking your phone. Maybe you are half listening while scrolling through Instagram. But what if you know this was the last time? Would you behave differently? Would you put the phone down? Would you actually look at them? Would you listen to the story they have told you 100 times? Would you laugh a little harder? Would you stay 5 minutes longer before leaving? Probably. And that's the strange lesson here. We don't need to know that something is the last time to treat it like it matters. Because the truth is, we never know. And maybe this theory also tells us something about our small conflicts. Think about the last time you argued with someone you cared about. Maybe It was something completely stupid, a misunderstanding, an ego problem, a message that was interpreted the wrong way. Maybe you thought I will talk to them tomorrow. But what if tomorrow never come? And what if tomorrow never come? What if that argument become your final memory of each other? That's a difficult thought because we spent so much time protecting our ego without realizing how temporary everything is. Sometimes we hold grudges for months. Sometimes we wait for the other person to apologize. Sometimes we think, why should I call first? And maybe you are right. Maybe they were wrong. Maybe you were wrong. Maybe both of you were wrong. But there is something worth asking yourself. Is winning this argument worth becoming strangers? Because one day you may not get another opportunity to fix it. And this becomes even more painful when the person is someone you once loved. Maybe your last conversation was not some beautiful goodbye. Maybe it was an argument. Maybe it was a cold, fine, do whatever you want. Maybe you walked away thinking you would talk when things cooled down. But what if you never did? What if years later, that's the last version of them you remember? Again, I am not saying you should forgive everyone. You should not. Some relationships are better left behind. Some people genuinely should not be brought back into your life. But for the people who actually matter to you, don't let something temporary destroy something meaningful because you don't know which conversation is going to be the last one. And then there's another part of this theory that I find even more beautiful. It helps you understand people who drift away because sometimes we feel guilty about old relationships. We think, why doesn't I stay in touch? Why didn't they call? Why did we become strangers? But maybe not every relationship is supposed to last forever. Some people are there for a particular phase of your life. They belong to your school years, your college years, your first job, your first apartment, your 20s, a particular city, a particular version of you. And when that phase ends, sometimes the relationship ends with it. And that doesn't mean it was not real. It doesn't mean those memories didn't matter. It doesn't mean the friendship was a failure. Some people are not meant to be in the entire book of your life. They are just meant to be a really important chapter. And I think there is something incredibly comforting about that because we have this tendency to measure relationship by how long they lasted. But maybe that's the wrong measurement. Maybe the better question is not how long did they stay. Maybe it is what did their presence mean while they were here. And this becomes even more complicated when the person was not just someone you loved and someone you thought you would spend your life with. You imagined birthdays together, a home together, growing old together. Maybe you had already imagined the future in your head with the places you would go, the life you would build, the little routines you would have, and then life takes a completely different direction. Sometimes the hardest part is not losing the person, it is losing the future you had imagined with them. Because you are not only saying goodbye to a person, you are saying goodbye to a version of your life that never happened. And maybe that's why some people remain in our memories for so long. Not because we still want them back, but because they were once connected to a future we genuinely believed in. Think about all the people you have met in your life. There are people you have not spoken to in years, but one conversation with them still lives somewhere in your head. There are strangers you met once, and somehow changed the way you thought about something. There are friends you thought would be lifelong who eventually become complete strangers, and there are probably people you have not even realized you have already seen for the last time. That is the past that really gets me. Somewhere right now, there might be someone who is still part of your life and you have no idea that your relationship with them approaching its final chapter. Maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's an old friend, maybe it's someone you see every Sunday, maybe it's a family member you assume you will always have time for. Maybe it's someone you love, and that's why this theory is not really about sadness. At least, I don't think it should be. Because if you interpret it only as everyone is going to disappear, so everything is tragic, then you miss the point. The point is not that everything ends. We already know that. The point is that because things end, they matter. Think about a sunset. You don't look at a sunset and say, this is this is terrible because it will be over in 20 minutes. You enjoy it precisely because you know it won't last for. Maybe human relationships are similar. The fact that a moment is temporary doesn't make it less valuable. It makes it valuable. And maybe that's what the last meeting theory is really trying to remind us. Presence. Be there, not physically, actually be there. Where your friend is telling you something, listen. When your parents are telling you the same story for the 10th time, listen anyway. When you are having dinner with someone you love, put the phone down for a few minutes. When you are meeting an old friend after years, don't spend the whole time thinking about how quickly evening is going. Just be there because you don't know which ordinary moment is going to become extraordinary in retrospect. Maybe there's someone you once loved who you have not spoken in years. Maybe you don't want them back. Maybe you don't even want to reopen that chapter, and that's okay. But somewhere inside you, there's probably still a version of you that remember the last time you saw them, the last conversation, the last walk, the last coffee, the last hug, the last time you looked at them and thought you still had forever. And maybe that's all a relationship sometimes becomes. Not a person you still have, but a moment you still carry. And maybe there is someone you have been meaning to call. You keep thinking, I will call them sometime. Maybe you should, not because something terrible is going to happen, not because you should live in fear, but because life has a strange way of making something disappear. But you have not spoken to because of a small disagreement. Maybe you don't need to fix the relationship. Maybe you just need to let go of the bitterness. Maybe there's someone you love, but you have never actually tell them. Not because this might be the last day, but because you don't need a last day. Appreciate someone. And there's the part I want you to think about. Try to remember one completely ordinary day from 5 or 10 years ago. Not your birthday, not your graduation, not some huge event, just a random day. Maybe you were sitting in a classroom, maybe you were walking home with a friend, maybe you were eating at some small restaurant, maybe you were sitting in your room talking to someone late at night, maybe you were sitting across from someone you loved at the time. It was nothing special, just another day. Just but today you would probably give anything to experience that exact moment again. And that's because we only understand the value of some moments after they have become memories. Maybe that's what growing older really is. It is slowly discovering that some of the moments you thought were ordinary were actually the good old days. You just didn't know it yet. So, the next time you are sitting across from someone you care about, look at them. Really look at them. Listen to them. Laugh with them. Don't rush the goodbye. And when you say, I will see you soon, say it with appreciation, not assumption. Because maybe you will, hopefully you will, but none of us actually knows. And perhaps that's not something we should be afraid of. Perhaps it's something we should be grateful for. Because the last fact that we don't know when the last meeting will happen means that right now we still have the opportunity to make the current meeting count. Maybe it's the last coffee you have with someone you love. Maybe the last walk, maybe the last hug, maybe the last time you look at them and think you still have forever. You won't know. And that's okay. We are not meant to know which moment are the last. We are just meant to live them well enough that when they become memories, they are worth remembering. So call that friend, visit that person, say what you have been meaning to say, forgive what you can, appreciate what you have, and the next time you are sitting with someone you love, don't just be in the room, be there completely. Because one day you might look back at a completely ordinary Tuesday afternoon and realize that was the last time you just didn't know it, and maybe that's okay because sometimes the last meeting doesn't feel like an ending. Sometimes it just feels like another ordinary moment until years later when you realize it was the moment you were saying goodbye without ever knowing you were saying goodbye. So make it a memory worth keeping. Thank you for watching.